found a spot there on the court you liked in that baseline. Talk us through kind of finding that and then the comfort you had to close the game back.
Yes, that was just me trying to stay confident in my shot. You know, that mid-range is what I do. It's literally like a layup for me, so I should have been taking that from jump instead of actual layups. That's what Kelly told me. So once I got to that in the second half, and just, again, taking what they were giving me the pull-up, which, you know, once I realized that, and was knocking them down. Today was a good day.
Deja, you guys had 17 first-half turnovers, a ton of points off them. How do you keep that mentality rolling when you guys are just getting the ball like that?
Yeah, well, of course, our defense ignites our offense. We like to push. We like to get out and run. So us to force that many turnovers, we really just stuck to our game plan. You know, we were keeping bodies in front of the ball. They were being physical on the offensive end, but I think that we matched that physicality. We were jumping in passing lanes. So, yeah, I think just us, our activity on defense, definitely it helps our offense, so we want to continue to do that.
Philly, are you starting to feel kind of more like yourself? I've seen you play maybe more like the last year, play a little bit more in terms of minutes as well. Kind of where you at physically at this point?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, in the beginning of the season, I was just coming back from injury, so it just kind of took a little bit. But, yeah, definitely feeling like myself again.
Yeah, Phil.
What did you make of the physicality in this game and how the team sort of matched it and stuck with it?
I mean, at first it was definitely tough, but when we went back to our locker room, we kind of talked about it, and the second half was way better.
Deja, this isn't the first game Peyton's giving you guys a lot of energy in the first quarter. I think she had 8 or 9 points there. How important is it when she comes out like that when other people are kind of struggling to shoot for the team?
Super important. I think her hunting her shot. She's really good at finding and creating her own shot. So I think just finding her on pin downs, we're trying to get her off a ball screen, some re-screens. It was falling for her today. And again, for her coming back, she's finding her groove again, and she just brings a different energy too for us, especially when we kind of had that some empty possessions. I think that she was one that we were looking for just in that time, and she came through.
Deja, what's it like to have such a deep guard rotation for this team? Even when Nani goes out of the game, you guys still have a ton of players. How do you see that?
Yeah, I think that's something that definitely makes us different. It definitely helps us get out and run as much as we can because you have that many bodies. You can play fast and you can exert a lot of energy because you know that you have someone else coming in ready to go and there's no drop-off from that guard spot. So I think that's really... that's what makes us so versatile, and I think we're able to. Everyone's so different too. We have some floor spacers. We have some people that can get downhill. So I think it's a good dynamic to have.
Deja, what does this home stretch mean for you guys? And Kelly was just talking about how important it could be for the rest of the season to just kind of lay it out with this run.
It's huge. I think for us to be back at home in front of our home crowd, every win in this league matters because of how tough it is. We're going to get to a pretty tougher side of our schedule. So I think for us to kind of stack these home wins and use home court advantage, I think it's huge. So I think we got one today and we have a big one Sunday and just continuing to try to stack wins.
Nani came in and basically provided offense right away and then went out with an ankle injury again. I believe this is like her second ankle injury this season. What is it like seeing her go down, especially when, she is kind of instant offense when you guys were struggling like you were in the first quarter?
Yeah, I think, of course, when anybody goes down, it's tough. But I think, like we were saying, because we are so deep at the guard rotation, luckily there wasn't any drop-off. But, of course, with Nani, whenever she comes in, it's usually always instant offense. She can space the floor for us really well. So she'll be fine. So I think for us, that's why we're not really tripping that much because we know she'll be fine. But the next man up definitely came in and stepped up.